You didn't date, you just was friends and buddies with them. You wasn't dating them, I mean, you didn't. If they didn't have a car or bicycle, that wasn't important. I met him in Eubank. He was driving a car and he had on his uniform, and I thought, who's that cute boy I don't know? So I knew the guy that was with him. I'd met him the night before to pie supper and talked to him because he looked lonesome. He was with him. So they stopped and picked me up, and I got in the car with them. And they wanted to get my sister and go out that night. And they took me home, and my mom and dad was gone, and she wasn't upstairs in the bed where she usually stayed. And I said, well, she's probably up at the tank pond. So they said, well, let's go find her. And so I got in the car and we went up to the tank pond, and there she was. And she got in the car with us, and we went and stole a watermelon. But Ray worked for the guy, and he knew all about it. And he said he wouldn't care. So we ate the watermelon by the side of the road and throwed the rinds. I throwed rinds at Beulah, and she throwed them at me. And we fought a little bit. Not with the boys, though. And then they took us home.
How old were you?
14. I think. Well, it was in 43. Let's see, 30. That'd be 14. And Ray was on furlough, so he come down the next night, and the next, and the next, and I got Beulah to milk the cows for me, and we went out till his furlough ended, and then he went to Tennessee and stayed there about 2 weeks, and he wrote me a letter, and I wrote him, and he come to see me when he come back. We run around together, and his friend was always with us. Dad said, you can't be satisfied with one, you got to have two. Oh, but that first time that we picked up Beulah to go with us, there was another boy with him, Ben Greer. And so Beulah got in the car, and she ended up with him, and poor old Fred that tried to get me, and then he tried to get Beulah, and he didn't get either one of us. He didn't have no girlfriend. Well, he got sent to Italy when he went out of the States. He was shipped to Italy on a boat. It took him over a month to get there. So when he got there, he wrote me a letter. He sent me a telegram. And Mom was all worried about Charlie being in the Navy, and I was at school. So when the telegram come, she opened it and read it. She thought it was something about Charlie. And he just said he was all well and safe, and I was more than ever in his mind at that time. That's all he wrote, to let me know he'd got there. And then he named his truck. You had Faye wrote on the hood of it and sent me some pictures. And I kept writing to him, but I was worked in Dayton. And there's another boy that liked me, and he wanted to marry me, but I wouldn't marry him. I said, I'm going to wait till the war is over and take my pick. And so that's what I done. I was kind of conceited. But I'd had a lot of proposals. I mean, a lot.
Maybe Ray knew he had a lot of competition. Knowing diamonds spoke louder than words, he found a way to propose from overseas.
He wrote me a letter when I was working at Somerset. And he said one of the guys was married to a cute had a cute wife, and he said, I wouldn't mind being married to somebody like you. But he said, you can let me know what you think about it by sending me your ring size. So I got my finger size and I sent him my ring size. And then he told Virgie to go buy me a engagement ring. And I was in Dayton by the time the ring come, and Dorothy was there, and she opened it and she said, you got a nice rock from Ray. And so they sent it to me or something. I started wearing his ring, and then that Slim what kept taking it off my finger and putting it on the other hand. He wanted me to drop him. That was before he come home and marry him. Another boy that was in the Navy said he'd love me till the day he died. He come home from the Navy, and I was over at Eubank, and he took me home, and he said, can we go get married now? And I said, nope. I'm waiting till the war's over. Ray hadn't come home yet. He said, if you don't marry me while I'm home on furlough, said, we probably won't ever get married. I said, well, I'm waiting till the war's over. And